السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال سبحانه وتعالى: ولا تقولوا ثلاثة. صدق الله المولانا العظيم. All praises to our Lord, our Creator, our Nourisher, and peace and blessings be upon Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the final messenger. As Christmas comes around, although over time Christmas became like a time where people just shop, do a lot of shopping and celebrating and buying gifts, but if we pause for a moment and see what is Christmas implying, what are they trying to tell us? So they would tell us, supposedly, Isa alayhi salam was born on December 25th. So that is their understanding. And that's what they're celebrating. So as a historical fact, based on the Bible, and also by the Noble Quran, we learn that Isa alayhi salam was born in a time when dates were ripe. When dates were ripe. That's why the Quran says to Maryam alayhi salam, when she was stressed and panicking because she had a child outside of marriage, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala encouraged her, advised her to take care of herself. So drink water, have some dates, replenish herself. Because she was stressed, she was in stress. So she was told to take care of herself by eating dates. So historians deduce that it means dates were ripe that time. It had to be a hot month. It had to be the summer months. It couldn't have been winter months. So the fact that people like white Christmas with snow, that's a sign that historically is not a correct thing. And besides that, we believe in Isa alayhi salam's miraculous birth. We do fully believe Isa alayhi salam was a miraculous prophet in the way he was born, the way Allah gave him miracles, and the way he left the world, and the way he's going to come back. Everything was supernatural. And he is the only prophet that has it like that. Every other prophet was very normal. Every other prophet had a very normal birth and death. Only Isa alayhi salam has this amazing things happening at his birth, and likewise him being taken away. So if you ever are speaking to a Christian and giving them da'wah, then you would tell them, yes, we fully believe in the miraculous birth of Isa alayhi salam. We also believe in his miracles. The Quran specifically mentions him curing blind people, bringing people back to life, and also blowing into mud-made birds, and blowing into them and letting them fly away. And every single time it mentions his miracles, it mentions it was because of the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was because of the permission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now that I mentioned the miracles of one prophet, we have to remember many prophets had miracles. In Arabic we call it mu'jiza. Mu'jiza is from the word ijiz, and ijiz means to make people ajiz and helpless. So what does a miracle do? Once you see a miracle and you're not able to make sense of it, why that happened, because scientifically it doesn't make any sense. In the world of physics, that miracle shouldn't happen. According to the laws of physics, that should not be happening. And that's the whole point of a miracle, is to tell people Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent this prophet, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is bending the laws of physics and possibilities for this person. Otherwise, for all of us, miracles don't happen too often. So please don't expect to fly just because you made a dua. And don't expect fruits to fly from the sky for you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made a very, very cause and effect world. When Maryam alayhi salam was, after giving birth, she was stressed. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered her to eat dates. So she's a pregnant lady. Does she have a lot of strength? No, she just gave birth, so her body's finished. The Quran still tells her, وَهُزِّي إِلَيْكِ, and shake the date palm tree. Meaning just try, just put your hand on it. Because nobody can shake a date palm tree, they're very strong trees. But the point is to tell everybody the world works on cause and effect. If she touches the tree, the dates will fall. So if you look at almost every single mu'jiza that ever happened in any Nabi's life, they had to do something. They can't just sit there and something can happen. When Musa alayhi salam was going to be shown the splitting of the sea, he was told to take his stick and hit the water. Is he strong enough to hit it so hard the whole sea splits? No, he doesn't have that kind of power. He's a human. It's not a superhero, it's not a movie, it's not a cartoon. It's not a movie, and it's not Avengers or whatever. It's not a cartoon. It's literally a prophet. It's real life. But the Quran wants to remind us that you have to try, and that's when things happen. You have to try. So even Musa alayhi salam, he's afraid. Fir'aun is coming, and he's told, take your stick, hit the water, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will split the water. So in every single situation, we're being reminded that the laws of physics are not ignored usually. Only sometimes supernatural things happen, otherwise stick with cause and effect. We know the life of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in extreme details. How often did he ask for a miracle from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How many times? Not much. Once a poor man came and he looked in a very bad condition. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told him, come, pray 2 rakats. So he stopped the khutbah and he said, pray 2 rakats. The person was in a bad condition, coming from a tribe that had a lot of problems that moment. They had no food, starvation. So he prayed salat, and Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was very sad by his state. So he said, people, please donate on them. They're very broke. Financially, they have a lot of problems. Spend on them. So a lot of people gave dates. That was a really good quality food. And then they also gave their shawls, the blankets they were wearing, they put it all down. So there was a big pile of clothes and food. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's face was so happy and bright because he was so happy there was so much food available to them. He didn't say pray 2 rakats and then ask Allah and then days will fall from the sky. He never did that. He told the people, you take care of them. So we don't believe in miracles happening every left, right, center. Many times Sahabas died as ambush, meaning Sahabas were going to teach Islam and some bad people came and attacked them and hurt them. So did you see a miracle? Some clouds came and took the Sahabas and flew away? No. They got hurt. They got hurt. So kids, if you're playing crazy sports and you fall off a table, your arm will break. If you try to be Superman and put a towel around your neck and you start running around in the house, if you fall, your hands will break. Your fingers will break. Your toes will break. Many times kids, they watch some cartoons and they start running faster and start acting cooler, jumping from sofas. You will get hurt. You will break a hand and foot. Because cartoons are not real. Cartoons are not real. And many times when I'm speaking to my kids, I tell them, if you're trying to be cool, you're going to get hurt. If you're trying to be cool, you will get hurt. So from the life of the prophets, we learn that regardless of what's happening, we have to stick to cause and effect. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show us miracles sometimes. We believe in the miracles of the prophets and the saints. So sometimes walis, sometimes prophets have miracles, but beyond that, we have to stick with cause and effect. Isa alayhi salam had a miraculous birth, and he was taken away when people had bad intentions towards him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send Isa alayhi salam back to the earth before the day of judgment. And what's so interesting is that once he's brought down by the angels, all the way down to the earth, they say he'll look like he just took a shower. He'll have beautiful sweat coming down his face. His hair will be wet still, Isa alayhi salam. He will come down on a certain building. We know the building, the name is mentioned in the hadith. But he mentions when he comes down, he'll be left on the top of the building. And he'll ask for a ladder. He'll ask for a ladder so he can come down. Can you imagine how interesting that is? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought him down from the skies, but once he reached the earth, there's only 15 feet left. He's told, you stay here, we'll get a ladder for you. Why? The same thing. Sabab, cause and effect. Magic is not going to help you. You have to work hard. Many times when we are having a hard life, if my job is not doing well, my education is not doing well, my health is not doing well, my family life is upside down, my parents are not happy, and we just sit in a corner and say, inshallah, everything will get better, inshallah, everything will get better. And we're doing nothing. We're doing nothing for our family life, our job life, our health. We're just making dua and just sitting there doing nothing. Islam is not like that. We have to try. We have to go out of our way and try. Especially in the winter, many people get health complications because they're sitting for too long. In the winter, we sit for many, many hours. After work, 5-6 hours we're sitting down. So it's not good for the health. We should find ways to stay active, take care of our health, and even with the New Year resolutions, we should think about what part of my life needs focus. And obviously, every time we think about our life, we start with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The person who is good with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he'll be good with other people, generally speaking. That's why Umar radiallahu anhu, whenever he gave a job offer to someone, he would ask him, does he pray salat? Whenever he hired somebody for work and legal positions, he would ask him, does he pray? Is he good with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Then more likely he'll take care of other makhluk also. But if a person doesn't take care of the rights of Allah, more likely he won't take care of makhluk also. And if he does, it's probably for business reasons. It's probably for business reasons. I remember once I was on a plane, and when you're on the plane, you're putting your luggage up, so the people that are working in the plane, they'll take your bag and put it on top. So even if it's a small bag, you tell them, no, it's light, I can put it. They say, no, give it to us. And they put it, you're like, oh, wow, you're so nice. As soon as you leave the plane, nobody helps you carry your bags. You can have 4 big bags, and then all the people that are working on the plane, once they come out of the plane, and you have big bags in your hand, they won't help you. They will not help you because they were only helping you on the plane because they get paid for helping customers. So you have a small bag, they will come and say, sir, I'll take your bag for you. They'll put it there. But as soon as you come out of the plane, you have a big bag in your hand, forget it, no help. So that means sometimes people are nice to us because of business. And we think, no, they have good iman or they're good akhlaq. No, they're doing it for business. It's a business strategy. The more you get smiles, the more you spend money. So that's why Umar radiallahu anhu, he would ask people, does he pray salat? Is he good with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? If a person is good with his Allah, with his Lord, he'll more likely take care of others also. So as your New Year resolutions, look at all parts of your life. How is my Fajr? How is my Fajr salat? How is my Isha salat? The hadith mentions for munafiqeen, Fajr and Isha is the hardest salat. So we try our best to pray Fajr and Isha in a good quality. Besides that, how is my relationship with my mother and father? If they're alive, check on them. They're number 1 priority. But it doesn't mean we let go of the rights of our children and our wife. You take care of your parents, but you also have to take care of your family and children. Sometimes we do one or the other. Somebody's nice to his mother, he's abusing his wife. If he's nice to his wife, he's abusing his mother. That's not Islam. Just because you don't understand how to keep a balance, so you're thinking it's either one or the other. It's not one or the other. You don't have to do qurbani of your wife to take care of your mother, and you don't have to sacrifice your mother to take care of your wife. There could be a good balance. There could be a good balance. We have to learn it. So, as a New Year resolutions, check up on all these. Check your rights between you and your Lord. Am I fulfilling the rights of my Lord? If you haven't paid zakat, think about that. So, fulfill your zakat obligations to your Lord. Is very little money. For every $1,000, it's only $25. As long as it's extra cash, for every $1,000, you're only paying $25. So the rights of the Lord, the rights of family, the rights of your career. If you're playing too much, you're spending too much time on games, but your career is falling behind, your school is falling behind, you have big projects due after the winter break, you're spending so much time on Netflix and movies, maybe it's time to focus on your career. Many times I'm amazed at people that are falling behind in their courses in school, but they won't take any extra help. Thanks to the internet, you can find literally any help you want. It could be grade 12 math, calculus, university level courses. There's free help all over. There's free help all over the internet. And somebody's failing high school and college courses, and I'm thinking, how are you failing? What's wrong? You just can't go and just Google that question, that math question that's making you fail the course. You can't Google that. Is it that hard to go Google something? We'll Google random stuff, but we won't Google math questions and science questions that we're failing in school. So let's try our best to focus on all parts of our life, and let's not ignore it. Some coaching and self-help people will tell you, start with your bedroom, clean your bedroom. Start with small things, and bigger things will come, inshallah. Take care of our salats, take care of our room, take care of our life, our house, our sidewalk, our building, our family, our masjid, how we leave the masjid, where we throw the papers, how we park the car, how we leave the parking lot. All these little things are indications of bigger things. Once a sheikh, I'm going to finish off right now. One sheikh was writing a letter to his senior, and by mistake he took the ink. Back in the days, the ink used to be liquid, so you used to put in a pen and start writing with it. By mistake he dropped one drop of ink on the paper. He knew that his sheikh is going to read into that. That maybe the guy's careless, he put the ink fast and he started writing. So he said, Sheikh, I did not put the ink in my pen really rushing. It was an accident and one drop fell, so it's my fault, I'm sorry. But it wasn't carelessness, it was an accident. So he wrote that on the paper because he knew the sheikh is going to see that drop of ink, and the sheikh is a very thoughtful person. So I'm giving this example to tell you, if something's wrong in your life, is an indication of bigger problems. If your phone is broken, maybe you have anger. Maybe you threw the phone because you don't take care of your phone. If your keyboard is dirty, maybe your whole house is dirty. So these are little examples, but they're indications of bigger life problems. So may Allah give us tawfiq to understand. If a part of your house is dirty, dusty, behind your computer, behind your table, everything is dirty, maybe you're not taking care of your life. Take care of things. So may Allah give us tawfiq to think deeply about our beautiful life. Life is not a joke. Every single part of our life, every single minute of our life is a ni'mat. Every day is a blessing. Every single friend we have in life is a ni'mat. Let's take care of everybody. Let's take care of our own lives. Every minute, may Allah make it easy for us to take care of all the blessings that He's given us.